This video is powered by BetUS. Thomas Brown's head coaching debut started out with an absolute dud. The Bears got destroyed by a depleted San Francisco 49ers team today. The first half was absolutely horrendous to watch. The 49ers put up over 300 yards on offense in the first half compared to the Bears' 2 total yards. You heard that correctly. 2 total yards in the first half. They did wake up in the second half, and Caleb connected with fellow rookie Rome Odunze for 2 touchdowns, a connection that I look forward to watching for a long time. But today it was too little, too late, as the 49ers demoralized this fan base with a 38-13 victory without 4 of their best players. Not only was Christian McCaffrey out, but so was Brandon Ayuk, Trent Williams, Nick Bosa, and many more. This was a depleted team, but they didn't look like it today. Absolutely dominating the Bears, winning by 25 points at home and sacking Caleb Williams 7 times. A big reason why we only had 2 yards in the first half. But the message is loud and clear to our front office. Fix this offensive line. There are no excuses this offseason. We have our quarterback, and now we need to fix this offensive line. Before I dig too deep into it, I want to quickly thank BetUS for sponsoring today's video. The Bears season is going up in flames, but it's not too late to take advantage of BetUS's best promo. Use promo code YouTube150. Details on the screen. Check out BetUS now. Okay, and now we have to talk about it. Caleb Williams is currently on pace to be sacked more times than any rookie quarterback in NFL history, more than David Carr and Jake Plummer, the 2 current record holders. That's way more than Andrew Luck or any other rookie QB in history. It's a mess. He's been sacked 56 times already this season. 56 times. He's already been sacked more times than Justin Fields ever was in a season. Fields also never played a full year, but Caleb has now taken more sacks than Justin did in any one season, and we still have 4 more games to play. The bottom line is this. Ryan Pace went through Mitch Trubisky and Justin Fields, and he never fixed this offensive line. Ryan Poles' first pick ever in the first round was right tackle Darnell Wright, but now he needs to pour resources into the trenches this offseason. Caleb Williams will be entering year 2, and Ryan Poles has to make sure that he doesn't go through the same thing that Mitch Trubisky and Justin Fields did. And that was never having a consistent offensive line or being protected up front. There are no excuses. He needs to fix this line and put our quarterback in a better position going forward. We are never going to win until we have a strong offensive line. We finally have our quarterback, but it's time to fix this offensive line. We need a complete overhaul on the offensive line. Darnell Wright could be the one player that sticks. I think I've finally seen enough of Braxton Jones, and I'm getting there with Tevin Jenkins as well. He just can't stay healthy, and he's going to be a free agent. I love Tevin Jenkins, but that's just a tough one. Coleman Shelton had an awful game, and we don't even really have a right guard. We need a whole new offensive line almost, and Ryan Poles has to get that done this offseason. And on top of that, he also has to find us a head coach while he's at it. These are 2 things that the Bears have struggled to do my entire lifetime. We haven't even had a really good offensive line since 2006. And that was about the last time we had a good head coach as well, back when we had Lovie Smith. So it's weird to say it, but after facing 2 of the biggest off seasons in team history, we're now facing another huge off season for this franchise. We are tasked with having to find a new head coach and fixing the offensive line. Those are priorities 1A and 1B for Ryan Poles as we head into the offseason. And he's very likely to be doing that without his wingman, Ian Cunningham. So the ball is in Ryan Poles' court now. Get this done this offseason. Fix this offensive line while also finding us a head coach. There are no excuses. He has to get that done this offseason. As far as Thomas Brown goes, though, let's actually give this guy a chance. I've seen a lot of people have already written him off. Some of the chats I read overreacting today were ridiculous. This was the first game he ever coached in his entire career, and he took over mid-season and then had to go on the road to San Francisco against a team that was in the Super Bowl last season. Kyle Shanahan is one of the best coaches in the league. But there are no sunshine and rainbows here. This was bad for the Bears. Things need to turn around now. They need to end this losing streak and get some momentum heading into the offseason. That's more important than where we pick in the draft. Flus is gone, but we still are not winning football games. 7 straight losses. The losing streak did not end with Matt Eberflus's departure, but it's always tough to go to San Francisco and get a win on the road. This week we have a primetime matchup on the road against the Vikings before 2 straight home games against the Lions and Seahawks. And then we end the year in Green Bay against the hated rivalry, the Packers. FGB, the season isn't over yet, but the Bears' chances of playing competitive football the rest of the way are. I never root for losses, but I will be watching our draft pick position closely over these next 4 weeks. Currently, the Bears are positioned to pick 9th overall, having another top 10 pick, but they really don't have that much of a chance of climbing that much higher unless some of those 3-win teams can pick up a couple more victories. So I will say this, if we somehow win 3 of the next 4 games, we still wouldn't make the playoffs, but our draft pick could fall to pick number 17 or 18. I am rooting for us to win every game, and I want us to beat the Packers more than any other game on the schedule. But I'll also be updating our draft pick positioning every week going forward and talking about other teams that we can root for to help our pick out. But I think things are clear where we stand right now. The offensive line has to be priority 1A, 1B, and 1C for Ryan Poles heading into this offseason. I understand there are going to be other holes on the roster, and I do think we still need help on the defensive line as well. We probably need another defensive end and another defensive tackle. But guess what? After what we've seen so far this year, finally landing a franchise quarterback that I've waited my entire life for, and guess what? We cannot protect him, letting him get sacked more times than any other rookie quarterback in our franchise history, and currently on pace to get sacked more times than any rookie quarterback in NFL history. That is on Ryan Poles and the coaching staff for putting Caleb Williams back there as the starter before he even took 1 snap in minicamp. So now it is up to Ryan Poles to fix this offensive line and find us a head coach. I appreciate everyone who watches. Thanks again to BetUS for sponsoring the video. Remember to hit the like button for me. Stay tuned. And until next time, bear down.